are more beautiful than anyone ever. Every day you're the same, you never change, no never. You are more beautiful than anyone ever. Every day you're the same, you never change, no never. And how could I ever deny the love of my Savior? You are to me everything, all I need forever. How could you be so good? There is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. Everywhere you were there, earth or air surrounding. I'm not alone, the heavens sing along. My God, you're so astounding. How could you be so good to me? Eternally I believe there is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. There is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. You, 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 you. How could you be so good to me? How could you be so good to me? We're not alone, so sing along. We're not alone, so sing along, sing along, sing along. Here we go. There is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. There is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. There is no one like you. There has never ever been anyone like you. There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There is no one like our God. Yeah.
I get down, he lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. I get down, he lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. In your weakness, he is stronger. In your darkness, he shines through. When you're crying, he's your comfort. When you're all alone, he's carrying you. I get down, he lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. I get down, he lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. I get down.
Get down, get down, get down.
He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get down, down, down. I get down. He lifts me
Come along with me, so we can learn and see how God made everything.
The light, the dark, the sun, the moon and stars, the land, the seas, all the plants and trees, birds up in the sky and fishy swimming by, bananas, monkeys, you and me, and everything we'll ever need.
God made you. Thurman. He made us. Sally Ritter. God made you. Harold. He made us. Shelly.
Hey, come on, learn and see
Giggles.
God made everything.
Hi, Sally Ritter, the critter sitter.
Oh, hi, Harold. Thanks for stopping by to help me with all God's critters today. I have a bunch of critters right now, and I could really use your help taking care of all of them. Because I love them all. Harold? Harold? Harold?
I love all the critters too, Sally.
Okay, Harold, let's go.
Who's that?
This is my kitty critter, Thurman.
Oh, hi, Thurman.
And I have a birdie critter, Pequeña.
Hola, Pequeña. You're so tiny.
Pequeña is a baby birdie critter.
Oh, a baby.
Yep. And this is my turtle critter, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly. Where did she go? Hey, knock, knock. I'm trying to reach you on the shell phone.
And this is my baby monkey critter, Giggles.
I like that name.
You do like to laugh, Harold. Well, we better get started. It's time to feed all the critters. Thanks for all your help with the critters, Harold. Would you all like to hear the rest of the story from the Bible about God making everything? Okay, well, Thurman, do you want to help me tell Harold the beginning again? He didn't get to hear it yet.
Okay, Sally. I remember. It was dark.
Everything was just dark, dark, dark.
Oh, I don't like the dark, Sally. My mom leaves the closet light on for me at night because I just don't like the dark at all. Not one little bit. Not even a teensy-weensy tiny bit of dark. Nope, no siree.
Hey, don't worry, Harold. It isn't a scary story.
That's right, Thurman. You see, Harold, God was there in the darkness. God is always there. And God looked down at that dark place and said, "Let there be light." And there was light, beautiful, bright light that God called day. And he called the dark
Night.
That's right, Thurman. God made day and night. And then God thought about the biggest light ever and decided to make the sky and put a big yellow light up there for everyone.
I know. The sun.
Meow.
God put that big bright sun up in the sky so everyone could see that when the sun was shining, it was day, and when the sun went down, that it was nighttime. But God didn't stop there. He made another big round ball that shone like a light at night.
Meow. The moon.
Oh, the moon. I like the moon.
Yep, it was the moon. Then God made some smaller lights to go in the night sky too. He called them
Stars.
Do you remember what else God made to go up in the sky, Thurman?
Meow. Birds.
That's right! God made birds. Oh, that's right, Shelley. God did make something else. God made the water, and he made all kinds of things to go in the water.
Meow. Like turtles.
Yep, turtles. And then God looked up at the sky and down at the water and all around it, all the critters everywhere, and saw how good it all was. So he decided to make some more. Do you remember what else God made, Giggles?
I know, Sally. God made monkeys.
That's right, Thurman. God did make monkeys and all kinds of critters. God moved some of the water out of the way and made dry land appear. He made sandy beaches for you, and he made jungles for you. God made all of that for all of you critters, and he saw how good it was.
God made everything. Wait, Sally Ritter, the critter sitter, I thought you said you were going to tell me the part of the story when God made the best thing of all. Was it a puppy?
No, Harold. As much as I love all God's critters, none of them were the best thing God made. He made something else, and it was God's favorite creation.
What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it?
Meow. Well, yeah, what was it, Sally?
Well, God said, let's make people.
People!
Yep.
People.
Just like you and me, Sally.
That's right, Harold. God wanted to make people.
So they could take care of all the critters?
That's right.
Meow. I like being taken care of, Sally.
Wow, that is the best part of the story, Sally. People are God's best creation.
They sure are. God made a man named Adam and a woman named Eve. And when he was finished making them, he saw how good they were and how good everything he made was. And he decided to
Make some more stuff? Some quadricorns and buffalumps and knobby grobskis?
No, Harold. After God made everything, he decided to rest. That's why one day a week we don't go to work. Instead, we rest from work and we worship God.
Worship God? Like at church when we sing songs to God and pray and all that kind of stuff that we do?
That's right, Harold.
Meow. I'm tired, Sally.
How about if I just turn on some worship music so the critters can have nice napping sounds?
Oh, I'll do it, Sally. I can do it. Here's a song we sing at church. It's all about how God made everything.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. And you have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. And you have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99 I couldn't earn, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Your fault, still your love fought for me. And you have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. And you have been so, so kind to me. mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
Hey everybody, I'm Special Agent Max Wilder, and I'm a friend around the world. It's my job to be friends with everybody. It's actually a really important job. You see, it was God's idea, because God is our friend, and He wants us to be friends with Him, and He wants us to be friends with each other. Check out this Bible story.
After Jesus went back to heaven, the people who were following him didn't know what to do. So they began to pray. Day after day they prayed. Then one day the house they were in was filled with a sound of a mighty wind from heaven. Little flames of fire came and rested on everyone's head, and they were filled with the Holy Spirit of God. No one understood what was happening. Then they began to speak in other languages. The crowds outside the house heard what was going on, and they were amazed. They were amazed because these people were speaking about God's love in every language. Jesus' friend, Peter, said it was God's Holy Spirit. He said anyone could have the gift of the Holy Spirit if they asked Jesus to forgive them from their sins or their wrong choices. Peter told everyone listening to ask Jesus to forgive them of their sins and be baptized. And they did. About 3,000 people were forgiven and got dunked into water to show everyone that they were followers of Jesus. They became believers that day. This was the beginning of the church. The believers spent each day learning more about Jesus' way. They ate meals together and prayed, and the believers all sold what they had so that they could make sure anyone who needed something got it. They were really good friends to the people around them. And every day, more and more people came to join the church and follow Jesus. It was a special group of friends, and they wanted to know more about God and how He wanted to be their friend too.
Whoa! That was an amazing Bible story. We have to tell everybody about it. Hey, I wonder if there are people around the world who haven't heard about Jesus. Looks like we have a friend alert.
Our friend alert is on every continent in the world. Friend alert found. Opening file in 3, 2, 1.
Let's meet our friends at church. Jesus had a really amazing idea to create a super special place called a church. Jesus' idea for a church was to have a group of people that would get together, learn about God, and help each other. There are a lot of different kinds of churches all over the world. Some churches have buildings that are really big, and others are small. Some churches meet in people's houses, others meet in old buildings with fancy windows. When Jesus was on earth, he would hang out with large groups of people and teach them about God. But he always took time to get away with good friends so they could learn even more about God's love. Jesus wanted his church to teach people about living peaceful lives and helping others. He wanted the church to share their food, clothes, and money with others. Jesus also set up the church so people could come together and worship God. Worshiping God can look different in different parts of the world. Some people sing songs and play instruments, and some people dance and jump around. Worshiping God and telling him how awesome he is a really important part of church. People also go to church to learn more about God and what he has to say to us in his book called the Bible. People gather at churches to hear teachers tell them about what God said in the Bible. We can be friends with people in church by continuing to learn together about how awesome it is to live a life with Jesus. We can also pray for our church and all the people who come and all the people who will come someday. We can invite people who haven't heard about Jesus to come to church with us. When we give our money to our church, they're able to help people in the community. How will you be a friend to people at church? Will you pray for our church to tell lots of people about Jesus? Will you give something to help our church? Will you go to church and learn more about Jesus?
Hey, I'm gonna pray, give, and go. I'm gonna pray for our church so people can find out more about Jesus. I'm gonna give to our church so they can help our friends around the world. And I'm gonna go to church so I can learn more about Jesus. And that's your assignment this week. You can pray for your church, you can give to your church to help friends around the world, and you can go to church to learn more about Jesus. I'm Max Wilder, signing off.